Hey, welcome back. Um, Obviously, I'm really good at traveling from one area to another, so I'm currently standing by the lovely Golden Gate Bridge here. Fun fact for you all, I was standing about in the same area when I went out west. If you look on the spike ball box. They have a picture of people that are playing spike ball, and the Golden Gate Bridge is behind them. I would have been closer to that spot than this spot right here, but there you go. Free information for you. All right, same setup here. Jokes at the beginning, answers at the end. So, is the pool safe for diving? Go ahead and guess on that one. My boss just texted me, send me one of your funny jokes. I text him back, I'm busy working. I'll send one later. And there's a punchline there. See if you know what it is. And lastly here, what do you call a pile of kittens? A pile of kittens. All right, headed back to Pennsylvania. There we go. So today's lesson, can move fairly quickly through it because it's basic concept. And I think we talked about this already. So it's equations, yay, with exponents, not so yay maybe, because now you have to use the radical sign and start figuring that out. So I'm just going to walk you through the examples here because it's not like you can visualize anything too dramatic here. So the first example, you have an equation, just like you do. You have to do one side, what you do the other, that whole thing. And you want to get x by itself. You want to isolate, if you remember back when they played basketball, you have to isolate Harden by himself. And the way you do that is by getting things away from him, specifically numbers here. All right, so let's just do that. You have 7. Get rid of the 7 minus 7 minus 7. 2x squared is equal to, what is that, 18, right? And then it's 2 times x squared, so we can divide by 2 on both sides. That cancels that out. So now you have x squared is equal to 9. We'll pull that information up here. X squared is equal to 9. Now, we got to get x by itself, so we square root it. X is equal to what? 3, right? 3 times 3 is 9. What else? There's 2 other numbers. There's another number that if you multiply it by itself, it equals 9. You remember way back we talked about when you multiply 2 negatives together, you get a positive. So positive 3 is the correct answer. So is negative 3, because you could put negative 3 in there and get the correct answer. Just for proof, let's go ahead and do this. So we have 2, I'm going to put negative 3 times negative 3 squared plus 7 is equal to 25. Is that a true statement? Well, exponents first. Negative 3 squared is 9. 2 times 9 plus 7, 18 plus 7. It is equal to 25. Same way, if you put a positive 3 in there, it equals out to 25. So the way you're going to write this is x is equal to plus minus 3. Or positive or negative 3 is the way you say that. X is equal to plus minus 3. Could be either one. So second thing is same thing, same setup here. Got to get x by itself, divide both sides by 2. You have x squared is equal to 8. Go ahead and get your radical sign out. X is what? Well, some of you might just be like, well, I'm just going to put plus minus square root of 8. That's not going to work because you know better than that, because you know that if you would factor this out, the square root of 8 is equal to the square root of 2 times 2 times 2, prime factored, and you can pull this 2 out to here. That cancels out because this is 4, square root of 4 is 2, so it's 2 times the square root of 2. That right there is your simplified answer. I understand that this is correct answer as well, positive or negative the square root of 8, but you need to simplify the whole way down. Okay, jumping over to example 3 here. And this is where this setup equations with exponents is actually beneficial as far as figuring out things. So it's, for example 3, you have 2 shapes there, and you're told they're similar, but you don't know how they're similar because your ratio is 9 and x, and 9 is to x as x is to 16. Well, you can't go 9 times 2 equals x, and so therefore 8x times, it doesn't work. So if you remember, we can cross multiply, cross the corner. So you go like this, and you go like this. So x times x is x squared is equal to 9 times 16, and can't do that in my head. 9 times 16 is actually, it's 144. Right? So x times x is x squared, 16 times 9 is 144. Then you can figure this out, go like this. X is equal to positive or negative 12. Because you could put positive or negative 12 in either one of those and it would work. So for that one, in fact, why don't I just do that? So if you go 9 over 12 is equal to 12 over 16. This reduces down to 3/4. This reduces down to 3/4. It's equal. Yeah, I can say much more to that. So we know that's good. Now 9 over negative 12 is equal to negative 12 over 16. Now you have to ask yourself, so, okay. Actually, let me just double check that I'm right on the right track with that. Yeah. So both of these still reduce down. This is now 3 and negative 4. So it's negative 3/4 is equal to, this still reduces down to 3, and this is still 4, so it's negative 3/4. So you're still good. It just reduces down to different, it's actually negative there. Okay, then example 4, same deal, another logical solution here. So this person, Jamie, is making a mosaic, and she, he, whichever one it is, has a 100 1-inch square pieces. So it's 100 inches squared. And that is the total mosaic. That's a total mosaic there. And she wants to know, is it she? Oh, no, it doesn't even say. So this person wants to know how wide their sides should be. It's a square that they're making, but what are the sides? So the way you would write that is, the way you figure out the area of the square is area equals side squared. So the area, it's 100 inches squared. 100 inches squared equals side squared. So go like that, go like that. S is equal to, what's 100 square rooted, and what 2 numbers could it be? It's positive or negative 10. I wrote that backwards, but so your final answer is side equals positive or negative 10. Now, does that answer your question? It does not, because you cannot have a negative 10 for a side length. The original question was, how long should each side be? And each side should not be positive or negative 10. It needs to be positive 10. So get rid of that, and it's just 10 inches. So make sure that you answer the question that they're asking. All right, I'm going to do a couple practice set here, and then we're done. Okay, and we're back. So A, in practice set, you have 2x squared minus 3 equals 29. I'm just going to do this here. plus 3 plus 3, 2x squared is equal to 32. Divide both sides by 2. X squared is equal to 16. Square root x is equal to 4, and it could be positive or negative. So x equals positive negative 4. And I'm just going to pick negative 4, plug it back in the equation, see if it works. 2 times negative 4 squared minus 3 equals 29. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. 2 times 16 minus 3 equals 29. 2 times 16 is 32. Minus 3 equals 29. 32 minus 23, 29. 29 is equal to 29. That works. All right, B here. 5x squared plus 6 equals 16. Isolates x on the one side. 5x squared is equal to 10. Divide both sides by 5. X squared is equal to 2. Square root of x. X is equal to, so square root of 2, get it simplified any further? Does not. So it's positive or negative square root of 2. That would be your answer if you plug that back into your calculator. 5 times the square root of 2, or the square root of 2 squared. That would get you the correct answer. To check. Jumping over to C here, negative 7x plus 8 equals negative 13. Again, same thing, isolate. Is this squared? I feel like it should be. Yes, it is. All right, so isolate here. Negative 7x squared is equal to subtracted 8. So negative 13 minus 8. Is your answer going to be bigger or smaller? It's going to be a bigger negative number. It's negative 21. Divide both sides by negative 7. X squared is equal to 3, because 2 negatives dividing by 2 negatives equals a positive. I'd get like that. X is equal to positive or negative square root of 3. Answer for that one. Then lastly, you have the proportion here, and you need to figure it out. So cross multiply here. X squared is equal to 36. What is the square root of 36? Well, I'll tell you this. It's not just x equals positive or negative square root of 36, but rather you have to factor it out. So I know you're going to be doing this on your calculator, which is faster. So it's actually, oh my, wow. Hopefully nobody caught that brain fart. Just tried figuring it out that way. But it's actually positive or negative 6. All right, that's it for today's lesson. Answer to your jokes or your punchlines. What do you call a pile of kittens? You call it a meowton. What you call that? Is the pool safe for diving? It depends. Go ahead, see if you can figure that one out. And when my boss just texted me, send me one of your funny jokes, I texted him back, I'm busy working, I'll send one later. That's hilarious, he said. Send another one. Great. Have a good day.